Tonight I'm going to open and build this Lego Wednesday set, the Wednesday and Enid dorm room. So I've been taking a few days off from building Lego for various reasons. Obviously, tidying up the Lego room, and also Squid Game 2 has came out, so I need to spend a night just to finish the series. So I'm going to talk about it throughout the build, but right now just open this up. You might be surprised why I got this set, because it has some very cool Lego pieces and it was on special, so why not, right? And I just did a poll from last night about what is the next big set I'm gonna build, because the big set gonna take me like at least 10 days to complete the build. So I'll just let that vote on the poll open just a little bit longer, because originally there was another set that I was planning to build. I was caught between whether I should just do a speed build or do an actual build, but in the end I think the set just a little bit too big for me to do a speed build video, because I don't have enough stock video for me just to kind of just keep building and do speed build video while having like content to upload. So I've got the sticker sheets. Interestingly, it doesn't have a separate package to store the sticker sheet, so I'm glad that I'm actually open this and building this now, because if I leave it for a few years, I'm pretty sure I will have another situation like the Lego Speed Champion set. To be honest, going forward I might open a few older set as well, but I would just prioritize on the Speed Champion set, because I just can't take any more shock about the sticky situation. So I'm gonna put back 4, 5, 6, and 7 back into the box, because I don't anticipate myself to finish building this tonight, even though it's not a really big set. So I wish this set is in minifigure form, but that's fine, because the hair pieces are interchangeable with Lego minifigures. So let's just open up and start building it. So getting more and more common with the paper bags, so it's actually good things. So I think we got start building from the base. So looks like there are quite a few things to build. So while taking a few days break on building Lego, I did have a thought, because originally I was planning to start building again from yesterday. Well, why didn't I? Because I suddenly feel very exhausted. Just think about, can I really sustain this pace of content creation, even though it's not like, hey, entertainment content, it's basically just me doing my stuff. It's not like many audience, there's still some audience. So I'm still haven't decided what to do next year, but definitely I will still build the Ninjago City Markets and also the Avengers Towers. If things are affordable, of course I will also buy some of the newer set, the Animal Crossing stuff. Definitely getting some of the C set looks pretty cool. Definitely getting as well. But one of my goal for 2025 is cut down the number of sets I'm going to buy. Not budget is one reason. To cut down the spending. There also like reason like been reorganizing some of the stuff, and just realize I just don't have the space. You might have seen picture, just like it's not a lot. Well, in comparison, that might be a lot to some people, but it's actually not that many sets. But the thing is, again, I kind of brought up this before. It's like buying a display stand, getting a set display. Now I will have enough space to do that, but the transition period is like I did once because of installing a heat pump. I have to get everything out and put in the bedroom for a couple of weeks. Can I do that again in another room? I don't think so. So I need to think about how I'm gonna get through this. So we've got the hand here, got some print. It's slightly bigger than your typical minifigure or main door hands, so it's actually quite monstrous. But here's the Wednesday mini door. It's actually done pretty well, but you can't beat this hairpiece. It's one of the more unique hairpiece for, and it's unfortunately it doesn't have the shades of the other color on her hair. So that's totally fine. Still a good hairpiece to have. Um, so now we start building the actual set. So I'm not going to pay that much attention on. Well, I'll still try to align if I can, but basically my key thing is to progress the build. Um, so that would be the main thing that I'm trying to you know achieve. So let's see. There's nothing's stand out. To be honest, I haven't watched the shows at all. Um, I heard it's a pretty good shows. I just don't have the time to follow that many series. Having said that, I do know the characters. I do know some of the references. But again, the main driver for me to get this set is just you're not gonna get these hair pieces and some of the more unique pieces from other sets. So and because it's a licensed set, you're not going to get this through brick. Um, Obviously, you can get from Brick O and Bricklink and other third-party seller. But again, if you're in the US or in Europe, Asia, fine, you're gonna get this quite easily. But if you're located in a places like me in New Zealand, getting stuff from overseas sellers sometimes is a pain. Like not just the shipping, and there's like various risk involved. So that's what's and just the waiting time. It's just you spend the money, even you spend, and you don't want to spend the express shipping because where I'm located at makes it extremely unaffordable. Well, it's not like unaffordable, but it just makes no sense to buy from overseas seller unless from the same seller I have multiple things that I'm able to get, right? Because otherwise you just get across like, okay, only one seller selling this one hairpiece, and then they have a minimum purchase, and then I don't have any stuff to buy from that particular seller. So that's the things that usually bother me when buying off from you know so-called what's that Bricklink seller. And usually that's the thing. Even from break a break, I'm actually quite disappointed. Not blaming the service. The customer service is good, but it's just the timing. You got like double VIP. You try to utilize the promo and place a order, and then it's also the same time that they're doing the warehouse transition, and then it's got all messed up. So I've got like best seller pieces that might as back order because they don't have best seller pieces anymore. So I reached out and I didn't get the answer that I want, and some of the parts has already been retired. uh, that's fine. The parts that I actually need is not retired, but then originally my plan is to have that nice price building a customized model. That ain't gonna happen. I actually pay for the instruction. Yes, it's not my own creation. It's basically some third-party creation from Rebreakable, because I'm not talented. Well, probably I don't have the talent, nor the time to actually go design something on my own. But it's a very nice, massive model. I got the additional sets for it, and it's just that's actually quite disappointing. But anyway, um, I'm not sure how this base works, but it seems like it's actually pretty decent size compared to what I've seen from the image. But anyway, back to what I've been up to. Okay, so there's actually a gap there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just want to make sure that I didn't make any mistakes. So yes, one of the main reason that I stopped building Lego for a few evenings just because I want to get the Squid Game season 2 over. So I did finish the season. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it. Well, I think it's a good season. I know lots of people say, oh, it's a bit boring and you don't get get to the game until the third episode and things. To be honest, if you really want something exactly the same as last season with new games, then of course you'll be disappointed. But from season 2, it's not about the game, it's about the character, right? So even though the pace of episode 1 and 2 is slower, but I still find it enjoyable because I see how the main character try to get why he want to get back into the game, and then some of the stuff I still find it really intense and interesting. The only thing, the only problem I have is really the ending. I knew that because when I started, I was like discussing with my wife. I was like, let's hope it doesn't pull like another like part 1, part 2, like various series like Money Heist. It's not just Korean series, right? Um, Ghost and Creature and stuff, right? And of course, it did. It's like episode 7. It's like, oh, come on, don't do this to me. It's like cliffhanger ending. Season as a whole, it didn't wrap up the season, so it's definitely not a complete season 2. They call it the season 3 because I think there's still some time before they complete the post production. That means that it won't come out within 3 months. So if it come out within like 3 months or something like that, then they will call it like part 1 and part 2, and that's why. But because they call it like season 2 and then the final season, that makes it, the series is good. It's just the ending, kinda not having an ending is like, oh come on, I have to wait that long, to get to the next thing, right? That is the thing, and I think because I'm talking too much, and this one is actually take a long time to get this things sorted. But anyway, I'll take my time because definitely I'm not going to finish it tonight. I'll get 3 breaks, so hopefully it's just a 40 to 50 minutes video, not going to be 2 hours like Chinese New Year one. Unfortunately, that one, I think it's also to do with the set. It's not hitting the same traffic as last year one, because I think there's less general interest. But anyway, back to Squid Game. Enjoy the show. Feel sad about the ending not actually having an ending. But it is what it is. Just have to wait until the next season. When you, I think season 1 was really successful. Why? Because by the time you start season 2, it's actually been 3 years. But the plot point and the characters still having a strong impression in my mind. So I don't need to, rewatch the whole season 1 to get into season 2. Sometimes when it like spread apart too much, then you just lost. For example, there's another Korean series, Hellbound. They had, first season, it's not like bad, but it's actually okay. Unfortunately, it took long time. So when season 2 came out, okay, let's just even watch the recap, and because of obviously like recasting of the main character to various scandal, right? And I don't think like even without the recast, it was just like watching the first episode, have no idea where individual character were from, and bits and pieces. So that's why sometimes I really don't like waiting for another season, because in general I do want a conclusion. You can leave like stuff sprinkle across teasing what might come next. But as a season, you want to have a complete arc. All right, Squid Game 2 didn't deliver that, so that's the problem. Imagine you go watch Avengers Infinity War, and it was released in a time, let's say released 1 year after the original, like not 2018 but released 2019. Like you're not going to see Endgame because of the pandemic and stuff, right? You're not going to see Endgame until like 3 or 4 years later. First, Endgame will not hit the same box office record, and it just when 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 it's hyping up, you really don't want to like have that moment of cooling off, right? So keep that running. I don't mind they stop at episode 7, but if I'm not getting the next follow up in the next 6 months, then I don't know. Hopefully they actually come out in June or July, but we'll see. Anyway, this build actually quite interesting. It has quite a high base. The thing to do with the fact, one of the features is that you have a working drawers. That's why it's pretty high. Lots of things that you need to do in terms of the base. So we're not actually building anything to do with the interior. I mean, it's really like only a top section of a dollhouse, but I still keen to kind of experience some of the interior details, how they build some of the furnitures and such and such. So we spending lots of time building this base, because it's not just the base of a location. It's actually got some feature underneath, so that's why they're spending lots of time kind of building all the setup, all the things. It's okay. It's not like complicated. It's not like frustrating. Also, there's actually something new. I never built anything like this before, so we'll see what happens. Because I never have a set that I build with a base that's this high. And then now we kind of just finishing off some of the things on the side. Oops, maybe the wrong choice to put on this, because there's no bricks. Or the flat tile kind of get stuck on the table surface because it leaves no room. So the two flat surfaces just stuck together. I need to be careful when I build the Adventures Towers, not to slow down my progress, because it's quite a big set. Even the Ninjago Steamaya is, if I do those set, I don't think I will finish it in 10 days, because that's even bigger than those of other bigger set that I built in this format. So once that started, just bear with me, because it's gonna be be a long time. So even I'm planning to build such big set, I probably have a few days not building it, just because as I mentioned before, I don't want my channel to have contents for the whole month, just me building and talking. That I still want to have some other, because at least a week I want to have a review or a speed build video. So that's what I'm planning to do. So we're gonna finally got the infrastructure done, and then the next bag will be building some of the base, and you can see the more different colored bricks and the gray bricks. I wonder, like, it really depends on dimension. You might able to utilize I would say the looks of the Haunted Mansion from the Monster Fighters theme, and kind of use this as the top level. That's one idea that I have, but you need lots of like spare bricks to actually finish this, because this set is just a roof, so you can't just buy multiple of this set to kind of get a massive dome. And you can see it kind of split half and half for the two characters. You can see like the two different color theme. I think it's quite unique. But to be honest, you know, it actually, would be good to have, the whole dormitory, right? But I don't think I would invest the money and time in that, but hopefully you're able to find someone online actually do those. Nearly missed this part. I find interesting how they decide to do this part next. I really don't know some of the, how they design the instruction booklet. I don't want to know either, because I know, as I mentioned a lot of times, it's like when you're designing a Lego product, right? It's not just about, oh, the model is being impressive, because you need to factor in, does the set actually fun for the target audience to build, not necessarily adult, because big massive sets clearly is aimed for adult, but generally this kind of set is, the target audience is actually what's written on the box, right? Can a 10 years old complete the build without frustrating and actually having fun? That's the most important thing, right? Because as a 10-year-old, if you open this set and you don't find fun to build, then you fail. and it won't be a successful set that you design. It's not just a product try to be nice, it's a product that here try to make money. So hey, you might say, oh, it's still on the shelf. Of course it's still on the shelf, because if there's a adult collector, a lot of adult collector buying this, of course it will boost up the sale, but you need to set realistic target, right? Okay, if this set is target 10 years old, then the number that they're aiming at would be different. See, because if you're a kid, you need to rely on your parents to actually buy the stuff. Because if you're too young, you can't even go, work to earn extra money, right? So a lot of things kind of factor in that way. So it's really hard, to be honest, to be able to design a Lego sets within budget, fun to build for a wide range of audiences. Sometimes it's like, people might criticize, oh wow, like if you're an adult fan of Lego watching an adult reviewing the set, then sometimes, let's say if you're a parent just trying to understand, what this kind of set are, whether worth for buy for kids, then don't watch an adult doing a review of the set, right? Because the adult's gonna review the set mostly based on who they are, and you're not going to get the right opinion, because as an adult it will never be enough. There will be stuff, hey, we as an adult we appreciate, but lots of things, because it's a toy designed for kids, right? Then some of the comments, it's not that, oh, I want a fully completed house. I want this building experience to be more revolutionary. It's just not possible. This is not. Let's say you're reviewing a big $500 sets. Yeah, then make sense to make certain comments, right? Because really the target audience is not for kids. I mean, there are lots of very lucky kids get sets like Millennium Falcon, the UCS one, right? But it's not every kid will get those, and not every kid will also have the patience to actually fully appreciate such big model. So yeah. Anyway, so not that important in terms of what I'm doing today. It's just my opinion on why certain sets exists. Anyway, unfortunately, I think the Animal Crossing theme, even though I like it very much, but I don't think it's it's doing good enough. Hopefully, they're more set or they able to survive and have a series of the collectible minifigures. But I doubt it would happen. Anyway, every time I'm trying to look for a piece and it's just not around me, and I realize it's so close to me. Anyway, let's just take a sip of water because I'm having a dry throat. So usually, traditionally in New Zealand, we have quite a few Boxing Day sales, but actually just not much interesting sales happening. I wish there was a 20% above still on the Natural Museum, but not. But hey, the new module are coming out this week. I'm just waiting to see, where I will actually, get the gift with purchase. I mean, obviously from Lego Online, but then if I order Lego Online, I will not get a set until sometime next week. Because they sent out from Australia. Our market is too small for Lego to have their own warehouse in New Zealand. I wish that happened because it will be a lot better. Like you basically will get overnight delivery. But well, it's from Australia, so well at least a big improvement because before they actually opened the warehouse in Australia, you're actually getting set if you order from Lego.com from the UK. So every time you order a set, right? Because express shipping is just ridiculous. You know, you're already paying full price, and then you also need to pay this shipping, which means that you're paying like probably 5% more than what you can get from retail. So unless you really don't care about money, under the current climate, everyone really watch their spending. So anyway, but what I'm trying to say is, we used to not able to get Lego set for 2 or 3 weeks. Seriously, it's like after they dispatched, and because where they send out, it get forward to multiple places before it forward to the local delivery, and get the tracking number, and it was a pain. It was a pain to wait for the set to arrive. But once they moved to Australia, that's a huge improvement. But anyway, since they moved to Australia, I don't get the additional freebies. It's not the typical gift with purchase. I give you a past experience. So there are a couple of times I actually made some really big order. That was the year long before COVID. I think way before 2018. So when they don't really have Australian warehouse. So what happened is that every time I place a big order, whoever decide to pack the thing, often give you a surprise gift with purchase. Like when I say surprise gift with purchase, it's like I pull it back. It's nothing worth it, but it's not like worthless pull it back though. I think there's one like Star Wars exclusive minifigure. I got it from just a big order. It's not part of any promo, and then they just got a thank you card for making such big order, and those used to happen. They don't happen anymore. Although from the online community, you often see people say, oh, Lego accidentally sent me, double order. That never happened. I wish it happened, but I'm actually a very honest person, believe it or not. Every time I get those, I actually reach out to Lego and say, hey, how should I send it back? Um, I only don't return when they explicitly tell me, hey, I can keep it. So multiple times have happened. Um, and, and especially with the delayed order. um, but yeah, I never, managed to get double order on the actual Lego order that I have. There's usually valid reason for me to get a double order anyway. But yeah, so let's see. Hopefully, but I probably have already spoiled that. I will definitely get the new modular on day one this time because of the gift with purchase. If the gift with purchase wasn't as interesting, then I probably won't get on day one. So let's hope I definitely will start building either the Avenger Towers or the what's that, the Lego Ninjago City Market. So that probably after those, then it will be the new modular. But I still haven't, we organized the room. I haven't figured out space for some of the sets, so I have no idea where I would gonna, you know, put the sets. I think the new modular doesn't have that much height, so I think I would have one shelf space if I just put some of the smaller set away, so that's possible. But Avenger Towers and other set, I'm not sure. And I think originally I have a place for the Ninjago City Markets. It's supposed to go next to the Ninjago modular that I already have built, but that space is gone for for other set that I built recently. So yeah, I don't know. And then of course there are a bunch of small sets that are gonna be throughout the early months of the 2025. I'm not going to buy as much as previous year, but there are a couple of sets that I think it's looking really good that I really want, apart from Animal Crossing. I think most notably from the Lego City. I think I will cut down a little bit on the Marvel. I already cut down a lot from the Lego Harry Potter. Most of the set that I bought last year's, again, is for particular piece. There are two sets I kind of want some of the parts, but in the minifigure, but I decide not to get it. And just by having this conversation, I already got back 2 done. So this back 3, I'm definitely gonna call it a day after back 3. Maybe I will continue tomorrow building, but I'm not sure yet because there might be some other plan. Actually, is it Wednesday tomorrow? No, that's Tuesday. So Tuesday. Is Skeleton Crew the new episode coming out? I think it's on. I think for Tuesday, this US time that will be Wednesday for me. So yeah, probably tomorrow I'll be able to continue to build this. Hopefully finish building this. Do a quick review video, and then that's it. So we're gonna move on to build some of the interior details. Oh, so we've got a new color of the headphone piece. It's a really nice piece to have new color. And we've got some roller skate. So I think again, this is not a big set, but because of all these little details, it will just increase the building time. That's natural. It's not like, hey, that's wrong. I think I'm totally fine with that, but it just means that, hey, I might not able to progress, the way that I wanted to. Some of the parts might take more time to complete, and that's very normal though. And we've got some interesting tile color combination. Basically, this is the same color combination of the shades of Enid's hair. Unfortunately, though, I think how hard it is for Lego to print that hair, because they did with Pharrell's wife's minifigure. Um, so I don't know. I'm not never never part of the design process. Not interested, to be honest, because every time you need to think about the commercial aspect of it, it just takes the fun away. It's like, oh, I have this idea, can I do this? Yeah, if you have a better budget, or are you confident that making this decision or this investment will able to bring up the same return, right? So those are the conversation that you will need to have if you say driving a project on a particular theme or a particular set. It's not like, oh, I want to make the perfect set, because the perfect set is probably critically acclaimed, but financially it may be a flop, and then you're not going to get another chance. Well, you're not able to do what you set out to do. That that's the reality of you know running a project, that the primary aim is to generate revenue and maximize the margin, right? Because you no matter how hard you try to talk, there's no way that you can talk through that, because as a business, they're there to make money. Because if they don't make money, then there's no future sense. Um, so yeah, you, you if you really want to be a Lego designer, um, you need to understand that, hey, yeah, that's your passion. It's a good thing, but you may not able to do or set out what you wanted to do, because yeah, the reality is that, hey, you need to design a set. So it's like, it's still gonna fit your passion, but you really need to kind of set realistic goal, um, that you're not able to just get the perfect set out. And now we've got what's this, stickers on a round tile, the worst type of stickers. Still not as bad as the one that you need to fit on to a very long piece. I think this is a fairly interesting way to have have a cushion that doesn't lie flat on on the bed. Okay, just a few stickers. It's not a lot, I think. It's just need to be extra careful. So yeah, it's actually a pretty cool way to line up the what's this? The pillows. Okay. Okay, so this is how it kind of land up, and then we've got a soft toy, and then the end of the bed, because it's just half the house. You're not going to have space for the other parts of the room. If you want to, you can watch the series, capture the details, and finish up the back of the view, and then we've got some kind of box here. Now I haven't watched the series, so some of the more detailed reference I will not able to have. So my review on this set probably will purely focus on the Lego building part rather than, oh, do you get the reference? You get the reference here, you get the reference there. Anyway, this part is indeed taking quite a while for me to finish building. And of course, it's all these little small details that naturally it will take you a little bit more time to finish the building and building the typical bookshelf. um, so it's a common thing, and it's actually quite common, to be honest. If you have built like multiple Lego set that require you to have a bookshelf. Okay, and then what's next though? I think we've got the carpet again. It's a sticker. So Wednesday side has that separate sticker sheets. So Wednesday has more stickers, I think. Anyway, all right, we've got this here, and then we've got this part. Is it? Just want to make sure. Oh, I really love this chair. That's why I'm saying, like, you buy this kind of set, you may not appreciate the theme or the overall sets, but you do get interesting furniture build that can be used in other setting as well. So I wish some of these are printed, but I also understand why it is not printed, because there's no reusability. If the graphic design have no reusability, normally they don't mix stickers. They don't make printed parts for it. Hence, again, it's a business-driven thing, because otherwise, every set will have everything printed, because probably it require additional cost to make a new piece. But if it's can be reused from other sets, that makes sense, because you can get the return back from other parts. Anyway, where am I up to? So we've got the instrument stand, so which is pretty cool. I wish they use a printed piece for this the musical notes. So that's okay. It's got a pretty cool thing here going on. I wonder what is the melody. You can use a piano and try to play. Oops, take a slightly tilted. Well, what can I do about it, right? Well, I already messed up. Okay. And that's here. And we've got the magic wand piece as the parts where it's one of the what do you call the thing that you need for the violin and cello? I forgot. But anyway, we've got this cello here. This is not a violin, because the violin will be much smaller. But this is a new color exclusive to this set. So that's why I'm saying that there's some really unique parts for this particular set, which is pretty cool. And then we've got the cello just on this side. Okay, I just need to place it because I think I got the position wrong. So it didn't have the enough space for it. I think now it's all fixed up, but I also need to adjust the position of cello a little bit. I think it's cello, right? I think I pronounced it right. Sometimes I might have the wrong pronunciation or get the wrong verb. Not, I don't think it's a language problem. I think native speakers might have the same thing. It's just the understand or knowing the vocabulary that is the main issue. So I don't read books that much. Oh, I think this is a new piece. This looks interesting. Because you need to read to actually understand. What's that? Anyway, just increase the vocabulary. You need to read more, understand what different vocab that you may have, and then as a final record, I wish they kind of bring back the printed one, but well, anyway, basically you've got a record player here. It's not the more modern retro one, but it's actually a really old school version of it. So anyway, so we've got this that we clip onto here, I think, and it will be on top of here. So it's a fairly interesting technique to create this table, the drawer on top, and there's a record player. I really like how they create this, and I think that's it for bag number 3, and I'm gonna call it a day because I think bag number 4 is quite substantial, so I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow. So I'll leave the sticker sheet kind of stuck in between the instruction booklet, but here we are. I'm gonna a day for today. Hopefully I will continue building this set from tomorrow. I'm glad I decided not to do a speed build because otherwise my back gonna hurt if I need to do this. But anyway, so far it has been fun to build the interior. I'm very impressed with the hairpiece. But other than that, nothing much more that I want to talk about. But I'll just leave it for the next day for me to continue. But tonight, it's good night.